Good afternoon. This is Staff Sergeant Andrews with your Kerrobert Crime Tips report. It'll be a little bit different than the last reports. We'll be doing crime tips and then into the monthly report. This is for the month of February. With that said, I wanted to warn residents that we have been putting some speed tractors in and around your area the last 4 or 5 months because of complaints from residents, including leadership of people speeding in town. As we know, that can be very dangerous in a small community. We have little children running in and out, and the last thing we want is someone to get injured because someone is going too fast. So here's your warning. Since we've noticed that they're speeding there again, we're going to be doing some traffic interdiction very shortly. Could be tomorrow, could be next week, but it will be being done for the next couple of months. So please go by the speed limit and you won't get any tickets. And we can concentrate on making sure if it's people from outside your area speeding, that we keep you guys safe and the residents safe. The other thing I want to talk about with the crime tips is, remember, as per previous reports, I'll keep reiterating, let's try and make these suspects' life a lot harder so that they don't steal things that we've all worked hard to do. Some of that is some environmental design things, such as parking your vehicles in well-lit areas. I understand some communities and small communities, that's not always possible. So if we're parking in an alley in the back, an ideal is that you can, which I did for myself for one of my properties, is you can go on one of the websites and it's about $30-40. You can get a motion sensor floodlight, put some lithium batteries on, and it lasted about a year for me. We're just trying to make it harder so that they move on. The other tip is make sure you're keeping your vehicles locked. And also, if we're leaving the community for long periods of time, let's not post that on social media. The reason is there's other people out there looking, and if they note that you aren't home, they may have a chance or think that they can break into your home. What we like to recommend is, if possible, there's these little timers that you can plug in a lamp or something to that effect, that if you're gone for a long period of time, and obviously no one wants to pay higher electricity bills, that'll turn on the lights at certain times. This way it can better protect you and maybe assist in preventing some crime for your area. Now, with that said, I'm going to go into our monthly report for February. As stated before, it takes me about 15 or 16 days to get these reports together. That way we can be accurate, as well as that we're concentrating operations. So your Kerrobert RCMP members responded to 253 files. Of that, 48 calls were directly in the community of Kerrobert. From discussions with residents, business owners, and your leaders, property theft was one of the things you wanted targeted in these reports. So with that said, in the month of February, we did have 4 property-related files. One where the person was actually caught in the act, arrested, and was remanded and unfortunately released, but released on strict conditions, which we are making sure that he take parts in it. We also had cash stolen from the curling rink. A while back. Some new measures have been made to make sure that doesn't happen again. But if you have any information in regards to that, feel free to please call the Kerrobert RCMP so we can maybe get some more suspects in relation to that. We had a vehicle broken into in the community. The vehicle wasn't stolen, but some things were taken out of it and damaged. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get viable forensics off that or a camera, but we do have some suspects based on your guys' help in the past, and although we don't have enough now for charges, there's some other files that this person will be investigated on, and hopefully we can get some charges on that end. The other thing we had is some gas was stolen in one of the rural areas in Winslow. We've created some hotspots in that area to help prevent that. Unfortunately, there wasn't any other evidence to go on, but we're hoping to prevent that in the future. Again, one of the easiest prevention measures for you guys to do is to give us a call. That way we can do the best to assist and to prioritize certain locations. For instance, with your guys' help, we were able to create a bunch of hotspots. Those hotspots helped us create cases and to lay charges and get people's properties back. So it's been very helpful. We appreciate the community of Kerrobert for calling us. So with that said, we did 24 hotspot patrols in your area. That's at night, not during the daytime, in targeted areas that we believe are high areas of property theft because of the reports you gave to us. We have also did 18 curfew checks on the individual who's one of your high-risk property offenses, and we're going to be laying some other charges based on not breaching. We will continue to check on all of our people in your area who have checks as well to make sure we keep the residents safe. We did a total of 139 patrols for that month all over the area, where 22 were specifically in your area. That doesn't include the hotspot patrols. We also would like to thank residents in the community of Kerrobert for inviting us to the Kerrobert First Responder Gala. It was amazing to see all the community support, and the support for first responders is great to see of all your great frontline workers in EMS and firefighters and all the hard work they've been doing in dedication and volunteering. That was pretty amazing. We are honored to be invited, and we're glad to take part in it. In the future, we have also still continued our program of patrols of early morning patrols at your schools, because we want to make sure we keep your little ones safe. We have noticed a decrease in people speeding in the zone, as well as running through stop signs. We will continue this practice of, when we can, to be there in the mornings. We did about 17 patrols. Actually, not about 17. We did exactly, we just confirmed 17 patrols at your school, whether that have been inside the actual school zone where you'll see us there, or in a different area, seeing if we can see something that people are doing that are speeding. We will continue to be engaged with your community and continue to try to do our best to keep you safe. We are a part of your community. We look forward to dealing with anyone in the future and keeping you safe. Again, if you got any issues or concern, please contact the Kerrobert RCMP. Speak to myself or one of my members. We look forward to speaking to you. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.